There are lots of videos here on YouTube about burnout, about quitting, getting off social media. The constant cycle of creation and posting and expectation can feel too much. And the truth is, burnout is one of the biggest killers of music careers. One day you're obsessed with making new tracks, making beats, writing songs, producing for hours. The next, you're drained, uninspired and questioning, what's the point? Why you even started this in the first place? Nobody's listening to your tracks, nobody cares. The worst thing is you feel guilty about it. You tell yourself, if I really wanted this, I wouldn't be tired, I wouldn't need a break, I'd just keep on pushing. But that's a lie. Burnout isn't a sign that you're weak or unmotivated. It's a sign that you're running your music career in a way that isn't sustainable. So today, I'm going to show you how to build a music career that doesn't just look successful, but actually feels good to live. Because the goal isn't to make it and then collapse from exhaustion. The goal is to create music for life without sacrificing your mental health, your creativity, or your love for the process. Let's get into it. Most producers and artists burn out because they're stuck in the hustle trap. They believe that success comes from grinding, endless late nights, constant content creation, chasing everything, every opportunity, every DM. And sure, hard work is necessary, but if you're constantly on the edge of exhaustion, it's only a matter of time before you crash. And here's the problem. The music industry rewards burnout culture. Social media tells you to post every day or you'll be forgotten. Streaming platforms pressure you to release constantly or lose momentum. The industry glorifies stories of artists who, slept in the studio, worked 20-hour days. I've never seen someone work so hard. But what they don't tell you is how many artists end up depressed or uninspired or completely drained from chasing this unrealistic pace. These are the artists that quit music altogether and you don't hear of them anymore. And it's not because they weren't talented, but because they built a career that was unsustainable. So let's break the cycle. Instead of running on empty, let's design a career that actually supports your creativity long term. Not for this week or for next week or this year. I want to be doing this for the next 20 years. I don't know about you. The key to sustainability isn't working harder, it's working smarter. And I know that's just a glib phrase that has been said 100 times, but in terms of music, what it means is setting up systems that allow you to grow without constantly burning yourself out. Think about this. If you had to make a track, post content, engage with fans, pitch to playlists, and network every single day just to stay relevant, how long could you keep that up before you just broke down? That is exhausting. Yeah, your to-do list is longer than when I used to work in the city. And that was pretty stressful, I tell you. Music shouldn't be like that. Now, but the problem is this is why so many artists feel overwhelmed, right? They're trying to do everything all at once with no kind of structure, and that leads to exhaustion, procrastination, and eventually you just give it up. You just quit. So, instead of grinding aimlessly, set up systems that work efficiently for you. So one of the things you can do is to batch your work, and you may have heard of this, but it means kind of instead of making content every day, spend 1 or 2 days a week filming everything at once. Then you can schedule your posts so you're not constantly thinking about having to do it every single day. And in terms of tracks, set a realistic schedule. Dropping a song every week might sound great, but how long can you do that for? You can't do that for years, let alone, frankly, weeks or months. So just slow down. Consistency is important, yes it is, but quality and longevity matter much more. So I've recently stuck a whiteboard up here in my studio, and I've tried to put down the days of the week that I have some time to work on YouTube or Instagram or tracks, making music. And I've deliberately put in play. I know it sounds silly, but I've written the word play. So yes, I want to make music, but I want to play. I have a lot of toys here in my studio, and sometimes I feel Because I'm constantly wanting to create an output, like my next track, my next video, this video, Instagram, whatever it is, I need to remind myself of this as well. And sometimes I just want to mess around and have fun and lose myself in the creative workflow of making music, which is why I got into it in the first place. You can do whatever works for you, whatever time slots you have. I would try and block them out and try and batch them. So this video is the second video I'm recording today. I haven't edited the first one and I haven't posted it yet. I don't know when this one's going out. What you need to do is create a workflow that works for you. Find your best working hours and protect them. If you're most creative at night, don't waste your nights watching Netflix or scrolling through social media. That time is precious to you. If you work better in short bursts, don't force yourself into long studio marathons. Don't say, I'm going to spend 8 hours today making music. These small shifts in behavior can make a huge difference in how sustainable your career feels. Burnout isn't just about time management, it's about energy management. You could have all the free time in the world, but if you're mentally drained, you won't create your best work. Think about a time when you felt completely exhausted. Did you feel inspired to make music? I doubt it. But that's what so many artists do. They treat their energy like a sort of unlimited resource until it runs out. The problem is when your energy's gone, creativity dies. And when creativity dies, the thing that used to bring you joy starts to feel like a chore. And that's when burnout really hits and you have to take a hard break. That's what we're trying to avoid here. To keep your energy high, you need to drink coffee. No, you need to protect it. You need to set boundaries. You need to learn to say no to projects or tasks that don't excite you. Don't let people drain you or drain your energy with unrealistic expectations. Take intentional breaks. Rest isn't wasted time, it's fuel. If you don't schedule breaks, then your body will force them on you in the form of burnout. It's like going to the gym. You can't go to the gym 24/7. If you're going to the gym, you need to work and then break. Some of the best work in terms of fat loss and muscle happens when you're not in the gym. One of the things I love to do is listen to music. And if you're a music producer, you probably do too. But make sure you spend some time properly listening to music. It can inspire you. It can lead you down rabbit holes of exploring new artists who you hadn't heard before. I love going for a walk, getting some fresh air, and just exploring who is out there. What kind of music makes me feel something? I use that energy to then come back into the studio and to make some music. I'm inspired by what I hear. So the difference between artists who last and artists who burn out isn't just talent, it's sustainability. The ones who last protect their energy. They work smart, not hard. They prioritize longevity over short-term hype. Don't get trapped on the treadmill. Don't get trapped onto constantly trying to keep up. Keep up with what? Keep up with who? If you want to be making music like I do in 10, 20, 30 years from now, you need to build a system that supports that. So take a step back and ask yourself, am I building a career here that I can actually sustain? Or am I running on empty? And is it only a matter of time before I just can't do this anymore? And look, if you're feeling burnt out now, thanks for watching. Check out this next video, which is a must watch. YouTube thinks you're going to love it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you there.